Hello, everybody, and welcome to Broadcast UGC. As you might have heard, we are live, and I'm Galactrix, and I'm here with my co-host Bazag.
Greetings, everyone.
Hi.
We've got a special episode today with of Bitesize UGC. We'll explain more about that when it's time for that. But what mission are we going to play this week, Galactrix?
This week we are playing a mission called Own Worst Enemy by RogueEnterprise.
Unfortunately, RogueEnterprise wasn't able to come join us, but we do appreciate his contribution to Bitesize UGC. So we thought we might play this.
Yep, I was about to say Grimsey's espionage again, but that's why I paused for before. But unfortunately that was not available this week, so we decided to do this one instead. And
well, I think we might just leave that one for a moment and come up with some others until we know one way or the other. But yeah. So, and going back to I suppose our usual routes, I have actually played this mission before. Well, Galactrix hasn't.
Nope, I've not played this mission before, so I'm really looking forward to it. The only mission I've played from RogueEnterprise before was the First Cause Then Effect, which is the one where you get stuck in a time loop, and I really like that one. So
yeah,
this one
that's
good too.
That's one of his that I haven't actually played yet, but I'll have to do that. But I suppose you're wondering. I'm not sure if you can actually see me point. Yes, you can see me pointing out the star of the Tassie system on the live stream. So you may be wondering why I'm doing that. Well, I just want to do a quick demonstration of a maneuver that I'm calling the Moon. So I'll just activate my quantum slipstream while in the middle of the Tassie system, and there we go. You have the Moon for you.
That's funny.
It's a bit of delayed on the live stream, so it takes a few seconds for them to actually show up. So, but yes, let's quickly wonder I want to show you. So, shall we get started with the mission, Galactrix?
Yeah, sure. Have you read the beginning dialogue, or should I read?
I'll read the description. You can read the and the yeah. Let's see. I'll just read the granting dialogue. I have the basic thing is you're sent to the Tassie system to help with Battle Group Omega research. You're meeting with the USS Victory for some practical experiments in the Tassie system, which just happens to be near Rysar and the bulk transwarp. So yes, that's pretty much about the information we need so far. So let's take the mission in.
Okay, begin mission. Oh, and it's going to the ground map.
Yep, and we both have two Takeras.
Yeah, let's bring them both down.
Yeah, that's what happens when people keep their ground, their initial DOS.
Well, I like keeping that one. That's my first ever bridge officer, so it's also made her my first officer as well. Now that they have the department heads in the game.
Yeah, well, even though that doesn't really do anything at the moment, but it's still fun.
Okay, it says loading empty map. Tassie system base. Okay, cool.
Yes, just did a quick patch and then should be logging in any second.
Okay, we've got a woman here that says, Vice Admiral, Fleet Admiral Galash, and the Chief Researcher are waiting for you in the main conference room. That's the first door to your right. Okay.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. We can tell that by her stripes on the uniform, so.
Yep,
So the only
we'll
problem
take
is
care
which
of that.
one. Yeah, different uniforms, but okay. So security officer is the lieutenant commander. So I suppose, do you want to have a bit of a wander around, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's have a look around first. Lots of people in white uniforms here.
I'm in my suppose Christmas uniform, red and green.
I haven't had time to set up a Christmas uniform yet, but I'm wearing my scarf, which is festive.
Okay, well this seems.
Yeah, it's a cargo bay. I wonder if this. Yeah, probably these things are already like baked onto the map. I think maybe.
Yeah. This is the USS Kirk, wasn't it? Map where you have to rescue Muriel Paros from Bavat, a city on the edge of Never.
One of the things I like about these maps is that they have all these nice, interesting rooms, but the problem is that they have all the crates in them and you can't take them away. So they always have to be like giant crate warehouses or something like that.
Okay, so we've only got this sort of room. Vice Admiral, welcome to the Tazi Station. I'm Frent, the Chief Researcher here. You might have noticed my surly companion, Admiral Galash. He's from the USS Victory. Maybe you know it from Battle Group Omega, stationed in Borg space.
Okay, so the Victory, I thought that was the Vax ship, or of course, Admiral, how are you? Or I don't recall Battle Group Omega.
Well, I suppose that's if we aren't up to the level of.
Yeah, I guess so.
But as seeing as Borg is a fairly, I suppose that's a bit of a spoiler. There's some Borg in this mission. So which one do you want to do? Victory, the first one or the second one?
Let's do the first one. That's a bit funny, asking about Devak and stuff. Okay,
this mission is too important for Devak, or even 4 of 10 to handle. I'll be your mission controller from here on out. I'm sure you're wondering exactly why you're here. You'll note that this system is close to the transwarp conduit that connects the Sirius sector block to Borg space.
Yes, sir. What of it?
We're on the verge of a major offensive against the Borg in their own space, and you, Vice Admiral, are going to help us launch that offensive. You and your ship have experience in this sort of tactical initiative, which is why we're sending you in the front line, Vice Admiral.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. Do you want to try?
I'll try the Serenga woman now. Yes, yes. That's all very heroic. The point is that in order to get all of this to have a chance of working, it requires a lot of finely calibrated equipment. In fact, we need you to personally encode the equipment to be calibrated to your ship.
Calibrated? How exactly?
Okay, the equipment needs to be tuned to your ship. Ship type, ship class, even any aesthetic augmentations you've upgraded the hull with. It doesn't need to be exact, but in order to function properly, it needs to be tuned to the specifications of your ship.
I see. Shall we get started? I'll do this one. I'll try get my friendly voice again. Absolutely. The control module for the system is contained on a nice linear chip, which we've stored down in the hole in the storage room. I will begin the initial preparation for the system's installation with your officers aboard the ship. Procure the control module chip from the station storage facility.
Get right on that. So where's the storage facility? This whole thing.
I guess that's where we were before in the with the lockers. Oh, I can see
yeah. Interact thingy.
I like those thingy. Do you want to read this?
Yep, it looks like a standard isolinear chip, but the complexity in the encryption algorithms on this are impressive. Still, it should be a fairly simple process to install it. We should get to the Chief Researcher's assistance just in case. Return to the Chief Researcher.
What?
Wow, crates just appeared.
Blocking our progress. I wonder why they... To prevent us from seeing the front in the room. I gather.
Okay, let's talk to her.
Oh, good, Vice Admiral. I see you got the control module. Hey, be careful with that. Any idea what phase inducer is worth in gold-pressed platinum? Sorry about that. As you can see, we've got the rest of your equipment ready for transport. I've already been in contact with your ship about it, and they're standing by for the installation.
You have? Awaiting to ship. Status? Okay, transmission
yes, sir.
Ship.
Yeah, ship. Yes, sir. This is a ship. I use that word because, yeah. We have Transporter Room 1 standing by to bring up the equipment. Engineering is standing by to make the modifications to our systems.
Very well. Okay, I'll transfer your voice now.
Yeah.
You see, everything's under control. Now get on with it. The computers and research assistants behind you will assist. Configure the control ship with the stations, blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah, I can see the console now.
Okay, try and remember this code, if you can, that you put in.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I will help you through this configuration process. Go ahead and start up the terminal. I'll help you if you need it. Welcome to the Tassie Station computer system. Please input directives now. Okay.
Computer configuration of this control module.
Confirm generation of command codes has begun. Alert. Configuring this control module will result in the generation of 2 to 3 word passphrase that must be remembered by the commander of the mission. Regeneration of the command codes will not be permitted due to potential espionage concerns. Continue.
Continue with the configuration.
That's interesting.
So which one are you?
Which one are we? What? It says code 1 generating. Which? Please input your rank. Okay. Vice Admiral. Okay. Rank of Vice Admiral confirmed. What's your career path? Science.
I'm going tactical for this one.
Okay, it says Epsilon. Interesting. Okay, command code 2.
Continue.
Got it. The first code has been generated for you. Now the computer is going to ask you about the ship you're on. Okay, what classification of ship are you in? I'm going to put science for me.
I'm an escort, so
you're an escort.
Escort.
What classification of science ship? It's a long-range vessel science refit.
Yep, I've got tactical escort refit, fleet escort, or advanced cruiser. So I'm going to choose the escort refit.
Okay.
So what's your code 2?
AARA, ARA. Okay.
Mine's cancer.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which is lovely.
Okay, now here's
Okay.
a third one.
Yeah.
Which of the configurations matches the ship? 100% match not required. That's good because my ship is a mix of all three of those. I'm gonna pick Intrepid.
Yeah. Well, I'll pick Defiant. There's also the Gallant and Vigilant classes I've got for an option. And there we go. Code 3 generated.
We've got our codes. My one is Epsilon Ara Tribble.
Mine's Epsilon Cancer Tribble.
Okay, cool. Command code confirm. Okay, and there's the Ferengi woman again.
Yeah. Well, Vice Admiral, it appears you have successfully configured your control module. Do you remember your command code? Let me repeat it for you. Epsilon Cancer Tribble, Epsilon Cancer Tribble, Epsilon Cancer Tribble. Please don't forget it.
I won't. Okay, that's an interesting puzzle put in there, or a code thingy. I can think of what it's for later. I have some kind of idea, but because I've heard of someone else using some similar kind of system in another mission.
Yeah, if I'm thinking what you're thinking, it's similar to that. Someone's in the chat room saying Cancer Tribble. What kind of a parade would you give?
That'll be the next reward from the sea store, I guess. Cancer Tribbles.
Okay, so yes, I suppose we just go in here and contact the ship.
Mm-hmm.
You want to read this one?
Okay, transmission from the ship. Sir, we're ready to beam the equipment on board. I've already started the engineering team with preparations based on the chief researcher's designs. There's a Rigelian woman jumping behind you in crates.
Yeah.
This is some complicated equipment, sir. We are barely going to be able to complete the installation before we can reach the transwarp gate.
Yeah. Okay, beam up the equipment and get started. Vice Admiral, I'm sure you have questions about the nature of the mission. I'm afraid all I can ask you to do is install the equipment Friend has provided. Because of the sensitive and experimental nature of the equipment and our tactical strategy, I can't tell you more until we reach the gate. So yes, sir, or sir, I don't like being in the dark.
I'll just do yes, sir.
Excellent. We shall see you at the rendezvous point.
Okay, transmission from the ship. The equipment is being brought on board and we've set a course for the transport gate to Borg space. Shall we beam you aboard? Beam up and engage new course, or not now? I'm just going to click not now just for a quick second. I'm going to see if I can jump over these boxes. Oh no, there's an invisible wall. See, that's very clever. See, I want to see if the NPCs are still over there.
Yeah, so that you can't actually get over there.
That, yeah.
Could work both ways.
Just gonna check.
Okay, so shall we beam back then? Seeing as we got no option but to.
Yep, I clicked accept. Beam.
Oh, you're. Oh. I'm a bit late.
Okay, I'm just loading. There we go, I'm here.
We've arrived at the transwarp gate. Engineering reports that we've successfully installed the hardware from Tuzzy Station, but it isn't designed to go active until the control module chip is inserted into the control station in engineering. Shall you do the honors, sir?
Engineering, get that chip installed. Okay, engineering to bridge, looks good, sir. Green across the board. We're ready for whatever the Admiral has ready for us. Okay.
Acknowledged. The Victory has arrived just ahead of us. We should check in with Admiral Galash to see what the rest of the plan is.
Okay, learn a course.
We have a very short comm range if we actually have to approach them.
Yeah. Oops, I
Do you want to do
overshot.
this one?
Vice
Oh,
Admiral, glad to see you made it. Now that we're in position, I can let you know what the plan is. I'm sure you're wondering what all the equipment you've installed has to do with everything. Am I right?
yes, sir. What are we carrying?
Your engineers should be finishing up installing some specialized equipment that will allow for you to use the transport gate in a very specific way. We're experimenting with ways to assault the Borg space in the Delta Quadrant.
Assault Borg space? Are you insane? Or tactically advantageous, but dangerous? Which one?
Let's do insane.
Are you insane?
Not as insane as you'd expect, though I'd hope that you could control your tone better. The ship has been specially outfitted with technology that will allow you to use the gate without receiving end gate, even over great distances, much in the same way that you can transport back to Earth. Instead of going to Earth, we're going to be sending you to Borg space with this transport gate.
So we're thrown into Borg space. Where?
We're configuring the gate to throw you to a Borg-occupied system we've designated as XFT-341. Your deceleration point should be 2 light years away from the nearest Borg system. If this works, it will provide us with a significant tactical advantage. We will be able to drop our fleet anywhere in the Delta Quadrant and keep the Borg off guard.
What do we do once we've reached the system?
Once you reach XFT-341, your orders are to return to Battle Group Omega and debrief with the victory there. This is an experiment, Vice Admiral. Right now you have the only working prototype of the control module and accompanying equipment. Your top priority is to return safely for debrief.
Why can't we return the same way we came?
An excellent question, one that I wish French was here to answer for you. I don't know all the details, but I do know that one trip through the transport gate is enough to fry the control module. It's certainly a one-way trip.
Chance that we'll be stranded, or I understand?
Let's do the stranded one. I want to see what that says.
There's a chance we'll be stranded?
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a possibility, but the Visionary is a good ship, or your ship is a good ship, and the USS Voyager could make it back to... Yeah. And if the Voyager could make it back to the Alpha Quadrant, then so can you. Yeah, but I don't want to take 70 years. The jump will only put you a week's travel away from the Battle Group Omega, so there's little chance of this happening.
I understand.
Wait a minute, I didn't know Battle Group Omega was in the Delta Quadrant. I thought it was in the Alpha Quadrant.
It's,
Because it's got the Mutara Nebula in it from Star Trek 2.
Yeah, and this and the sister system where you fought with the Gorn, where Kirk fought with Gorn in Arena. Yeah,
Maybe.
so it's I think it is Alpha Quadrant, but this is a section of the Alpha Quadrant that the Borg have taken over and dominated.
Okay then, or I'll just use my quantum slipstream, I guess. I understand. Get to it then. The Victory will enter the transport gate after you and await at Battle Group Omega.
Okay, we'll get to it then. Ooh, an object to interact with.
Enter the transwarp gate.
Oh. Ooh, nice visual.
Yeah, we've entered the gate and are headed toward Borg space. All systems appear nominal. We should continue.
I, so I accidentally skipped past it, so I don't know what we said. The thing was, so we'll continue on and pretend I said it. The only thing is that the victory is still in the background. It would be great if we could actually remove it.
Oh, well, they did say that it was following us, I think, in the dialogue.
Okay.
But,
so we're receiving a transmission from Battle Group Omega in Borg space. It's being directed back at the Sentry Station outside the galaxy. Shall I put it through?
Put it on screen.
Transmission from Battle Group Omega. It's a priority from Borg space. I've broken through entering gate, regrouping them, pushing back.
Okay, sensor analysis.
I'm not detecting any. Wait, Borg ships in the transwarp conduit with us, heading in our direction. So I don't think we can take many hits with this delicate equipment installed. We have to destroy those ships.
I agree, let's make this quick.
I love cannon scatter volley, especially when dealing with.
I guess that was quick.
Oh no, we got some spheres, yay.
Look at that thing trying to green tractor beam me.
There we go, we've done the Borg ships. Now I just need to get my shields back and repaired.
There you go.
Targets destroyed, sir, but transwarp conduits aren't designed to support this kind of stress. Plus the equipment we're carrying. Sir, I would suggest we reach the end of the conduit and trigger the control module as soon as possible.
Engineering, any problems?
Sir, I think everything's functioning normally. I thought there was a momentary power short with all this new equipment, but everything appears in the green. Still, we should get to our destination ASAP, sir.
Okay, acknowledged.
And Kirkbot, no, I've seen Galaxy Crest, and no, I'm not going to say bye, grab Thal's hammer.
I love Galaxy Quest. Okay, so how do we get out of this thing?
First we've got to say acknowledged, and then go to the point.
Oh, I thought go there. We're in position. Sir, input your command code so we can exit the transport conduit. Okay, I hope I remember the command codes. I wonder what happens if both of us choose it, because we've got different codes.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's see what happens.
You do your one.
Epsilon, that one that I have, and then triple. Is that correct? Confirm. Okay, code input and confirm. Stand by to come out transwarp. Everyone, hold on. Okay, cool, a gate appeared in front of us.
We've successfully decelerated from transwarp. That's strange. Looks like we've re-emerged back in the same gate we entered. We must have gotten turned around in the conduit somehow. We should check our equipment.
Agreed. Engineering status report.
Engineering here, sir. It looks like French was right. The deceleration process totally fried the control module. And I heard we're back in the Alpha Quadrant. The experiment looks like it's a failure. We should probably inform Admiral Galash on the victory.
Acknowledge.
Okay, so, yes, approach. Uh-oh, there's enemies there. Incoming transmission from the victory.
Put it on screen.
Tala, what are you doing in the transwarp conduit? I thought we were still getting the equipment installed. Give me a status report.
Okay, excuse me, or the mission was a failure, we were intercepted.
I will do the mission was a failure. We were intercepted. Don't play games with me, heading into the bog space to get all the glory for yourself. I've got agents in your crew, Vice Admiral. Spies that will report to me every little move you make. I'll know everything in time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Admiral Galash glares at you suspiciously, then looks at an off-screen officer on board the Victory. The channel suddenly closes.
What's going on? Something's not right. I'm reading, sir, I'm reading comm traffic between the Victory and the Sentry Station. Vice Admiral, the Victory is powering up shields and weapons. They're locking weapons on us.
Red alert, shields up. And I noticed something was different with the goatee.
Yeah, and you notice that it's ISS Victory?
Yeah.
I should actually heal myself now.
Oh, there you go, the Victory blew up.
Yep. And so did I.
Now I'm alone with all these Peregrine fighters.
And a couple of battleships too.
Typhoon class battleship.
Okay, I'll focus on the battleship. Well, one of them anyway. Oh, that was quick.
Okay, Kagwa says that was a nice evil laugh, Baz. Are you evil?
Yes, yes I am.
Yes, he is. Sir, I think I have an explanation about what's going on. The ship, the Victory, the station, those fighters, they're all out of quantum variance with us. Simply put, we're not in our universe anymore. Everything's wrong. I think we've been thrown into the same parallel universe that's been intent on invading the Beta Ursae and other adjoining sector blocks.
How did this happen?
Yeah, let's see how this happened. The Borg attack in the transwarp conduit. It must have had some more of effect on us than we initially realized. It must have damaged the equipment on board to the point of throwing us into a parallel reality where we've exited the conduit. With our equipment damaged or destroyed, it's difficult to postulate further.
How do we get back to our own universe?
It's possible that I could attempt to duplicate the conditions that got us here using the ship's deflector, but in order to do that, engineering would need a replacement of the control module that we obtained from Tassie Station.
That sounds difficult. Sir, according to Admiral Galash's counterpart, it sounds like the Terran Empire was attempting to create a similar experiment in their universe. I think it's logical to assume that there is a similar control module device in this reality as well. We just have to find it.
Meaning what exactly?
Meaning that there must be another ship getting outfitted with the same technology that we have on board. Mira Galash mentioned that another ship docked at this sentry station. I recommend we close the distance and investigate. We might be able to find a way back to our own universe.
Oh, I have an idea what that code was for now.
So basically the code was used to trigger the spawn groups so we get to fight ourselves, basically. And
Yeah,
it looks like
pretty
ourselves. So what about station defenses or plot intercourse? Your opinion?
Let's just pull out in a course.
Okay.
I imagine it's defended with, like, the stuff that'll kill us.
Oh, really?
Okay, I see an object appeared.
Yep. Scan for control module.
You're not going to believe this. I'm reading the mirror universe duplicate of our ship is currently docked inside the station.
How can we take advantage of that?
I'm showing that instead of receiving the upgrades to the ship's systems at Tassie Station like we did in our reality, the mirror universe ship is receiving the upgrades here instead. The upgrades haven't been fully installed, and the ship seems dormant for the time being. Sir, we need that control module if we want any hope of getting back to our own reality.
Can we beam it out of there? Do you reckon you can?
This piece of equipment is delicate. As we've seen, beaming it out before it's properly installed from the mirror ship is not recommended. We need to transport over and acquire the device by hand first. It's being installed in main engineering.
Acknowledged. Transporter room. Stand by.
Coordinates set for the ship's main engineering deck. We're going to beam into Cargo Bay 3.
Beam to Cargo Bay 3. We have both tech errors tagging along. Oh.
Switched it for a science. We need a science.
Oh yeah, I suppose we do.
Okay, so I didn't actually check to see if there was a mirror ship in orbit of the thing. If there was, which one would have appeared? The one that I picked or the one that you picked?
Well, we would have both picked if we picked.
So both would have appeared.
I didn't actually trigger my one, so I'll let you trigger your one because I knew this was coming.
It would have been interesting to see if they both appeared and they would have been on top of each other. Okay, I think it's time for the special bite-sized UGC you've been waiting for.
Yes, well,
This week on Bitesize UGC, they're reviewing a mission called Enemies of the Empire by some author that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, I seem to have forgotten his name as well.
Yeah, so
Did you happen to remember?
Let's take a look at the episode and find out.
I'm sure they'll be able to tell us who's it by.
Yep, let's see who it's by.
Welcome to episode 11 of Bitesize UGC. I'm your host, CaptPFDennis. RogueEnterprise is on a 2-week sabbatical, so I'll be solely to blame for this week's show. This time around, I'll be reviewing Enemies of the Empire by Bazag. This is the first Klingon mission that has been reviewed on Bitesize UGC, as we rarely come across any new ones. So let's get going with the story. This mission begins in the Sanic system in the Bemoth sector, where there is a Klingon colony that has come under attack. Upon entering the system, you find several Federation ships in various states of destruction. At first you believe that Starfleet was responsible for the attack, but the truth unravels after you beam down to the planet and begin your investigation. Your first stop is the colony overseer, who sheds some light on the events of the attack. You soon learn the true identity of the attackers and set out to make them pay. Anyone wishing not to hear spoilers, please cover your ears and run frantically from your computer. Okay. You follow the evidence until the Herosian turn out to be your villains, and you are determined to wipe away any traces of them from the Klingon territory. This plot and subsequent dialogue are well matched and fairly straightforward. It took me about an hour to get through it and never felt bludgeoned by walls of text. The mission objectives were clear and the characters had depth. My one complaint is that I wish I had found out what became of the colony overseer, who accepted the Federation's assistance. I gave story 4.5 out of 5 stars. Map design. I have to say that I was impressed by the choices of maps and the customizing done to several of them. The first ground map is stunning, especially with a good graphics card. Space maps were well done, and it's good to see authors using asteroids in their maps for a change. We haven't seen too much of that. It's a personal note. I happen to like asteroids. The Herosian base map was very well done and almost completely a custom job. The low ceilings gave the ensuing fight for survival a more cramped and urgent feel. I would have had more time to sightsee if it were not for the multitude of hunters bothering me. I gave map design 5 stars. On to tech. Apart from a fancy drop out of warp, there were not too many homegrown effects in this mission. Most of them were out of the Foundry preset lineup. However, since the mission could not have improved from extra bells and whistles, this does not detract from my rating. Every effect had its purpose and performed perfectly. I gave tech 4 out of 5 stars. Now last, but most definitely not least, difficulty. Everything seemed a bit simple for a while until the Herosian made their appearance in a big way. The first interior map had all manner of hunters. From the initiate to the betas, every rank was represented by the dozens. If you like a challenge and almost non-stop action, this map supplies it. Space Battle provided that same feel, starting with swarms of small vessels and leading up to a battleship. Then it's back to the final epic showdown. Picture beaming down into a small room that you cannot leave, having one mob after another beaming in as fast as you've killed the first, until the floor is literally covered in Herosian corpses and occasionally your own. That's the first room of the map. Just have a few hyposprays handy for when you face the Alpha. Did I mention it was a blast to get through? I gave difficulty 5 out of 5. I leave you now with the bite-sized breakdown and a positive recommendation for Enemies of the Empire by Bazag. Support the Foundry and its authors by playing this mission for yourself. This had been episode 11 of Bitesize UGC.
Okay, everybody, that was Bitesize UGC, and that was a review of Enemies of the Empire by Bazag, which is someone who's on this live stream with us right now. Amazing. We have the author on the stream with us.
Yes, that's never happened before. So I suppose that's in part why it was special. But there was also one thing that you may have noticed. It was slightly a bit longer. It was 4 minutes this week instead of the usual 3 minutes. So that's why it's also doubly special. Well, that's what I'm saying
so
anyway.
First 4 minute long Bitesize UGC and the first Klingon mission reviewed on Bitesize UGC. It's a lot of firsts. Okay, now we are on a ship with green thingies around us and people in force fields. Okay, transport complete. That didn't look like a cargo bay.
Continue. That's the only thing that's there. No more, please, no more. Make it stop!
What can we do for these people?
Scanning the chamber. I'm showing that the controls and power are routed directly to the captain's console on the main bridge. Be impossible to disrupt without causing a significant disruption. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, very well. Let's move on then. We just have to leave this woman in the pain thingy and
Yes.
move on. Oh, and look at this.
Do you want to
Guy's
look
frozen.
around or scan equipment or do something else?
We can have a look around first. Look at this guy over here. It's frozen in position. That's I haven't seen an animation like that before.
That might be a statue pose.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like
It almost
but
looks
this
like
one-
he's about to throw a discus.
Yeah, this one's floating face down. I think that's it now. That's all the NPCs in here.
If we come back here, you've got look around and scan equipment. So do you want to interact? Do you want to have a look at those?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Look around, scan equipment.
See you,
which one?
Coco. We'll do a look around first, shall we?
Okay. Clearly, this is not a cargo bay like it is on our ship. It looks like it's been converted into some kind of torture chamber. It appears that the layout of the ship interior is very similar to that of our own. There are details like this that prove to be different. I advise extreme caution.
Acknowledged. Now we can scan the equipment. This is a collection of medical equipment, apparently designed to keep people alive after being tortured. I don't think it's been kept in very good repair, sir.
You're right about that. So it's kind of disturbing how ship's got torture people on it.
Yes. Well, this is the quote-unquote mirror universe.
I see a guy on the other side of this thing.
Well, yep, and he's a red enemy. Oops. But, he's not attacking yet. So we triggered something. Vice Admiral, what are you doing down here? I thought you'd be up on the bridge at a time like this. There are dirty Mirror Universe Starfleet ships around. So I was just on my way there. Came to expect the prisoners. Don't question me. Which
Don't
do you reckon
question
you do?
me, I think. That's the most appropriate response. Don't question me.
Oh, of course not. No, not sir. If you like anything, I'll be at my post.
Carry on.
So, yes, we could have had an optional fight there, but didn't.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. I like how they're all lined up in the corridor like that.
I know that everything looks slightly different, but I think that those doors ahead lead to my quarters, at least in our universe. It's a sidetrack on our way to main engineering, but it might be worth a while to take a look. Really, investigate.
I'll take it under
Yes.
advisement. So is this an optional thing where you can go into the bridge officer's quarters and check him out?
Yep,
Cool.
it's like.
Look at that. It's a thingy. Computer
Yes,
log.
a thingy. What thingy? Quiet computer logs. According to this, these are my quarters. At least, were my quarters. Apparently, about 6 ago, my Mirror Universe duplicate was killed by one of my subordinates. He proceeded to take my position. Ensign Nolan, actually. I was supposed to meet with him after my shift today, too.
How can we use that to our advantage?
There must be something else here that we could use. Should take a look around.
Spread out and take a look. Got duty logs
I'll
over here.
climb up. Oh. Search
Nothing on the
duty
bed.
logs.
Okay.
It doesn't look
doesn't,
like. Yeah. Do you want to? You do this one.
Okay. It doesn't look like there's much of any use in these files. They're just duty logs. Wait, I think I have an idea. I'm sure I must have had some allies within my department. Maybe I can get some of them to back on our side.
Any ideas you have to help, I appreciate. Go on.
Touches the intercom panel on the console. Lieutenant Bolmanu, come in.
Bolmanu, waste disposal. Wait, sir? Is that really you? I thought you were killed months ago. How did you get back?
Continue.
Lieutenant, I don't have time to explain. I need you to round up a group of trusted officers and meet my group outside main engineering in a few minutes. We'll be helping defend the ship against some real traitors. Can I count on you?
Yes, sir. Give me a few minutes, I'll be ready. We'll group up in Transporter Room 2. Signal me outside engineering when you're ready for us. Channel closed.
Is he going to be reliable?
I don't know, sir, but I think any chaos we can generate inside the ship will work to our advantage. We should look for a good place to call in the lieutenant when we get closer to engineering.
Acknowledged. Well, I have to say I missed this bit when I did it.
Oh, really?
And he's added a little doorway here, because I don't think this is a part of the actual map. Oh, no, it isn't, because you can see that it's a
different material.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've used this map before, but yeah, there is a room on there, but you have to add it all yourself.
Yeah, this is the Davidian map.
Yeah, the one with the engineering core at the other end of this corridor. So it looks like we did an optional thing there. We'll beam in some help for us later on with the lieutenant there. So now we got a here over ship PA system. Intruder alert, security to the engineering deck. Intruders may be dressed like or resemble bridge crew. Kill on sight.
Force fields, we're trapped. Sir, that sounded suspiciously like...
Looks to your other officer. Ooh.
It sounded just like me. My counterpart must be on the bridge coordinating the security effort. So we've got to find a way to bypass these force fields, get out of here before security shows up. These systems are very similar to the Bazag D's. Maybe you can use your command codes to get us out of this. Disable force fields.
Just want to note, people watching on the live stream, I've only got one bridge officer here, which is why you're seeing the same one over and over again. So, I'm dead. Wow, that was powerful.
That was big even for you.
Yeah, because the same bridge officer that apparently died is the one that pops up on screen for me. So, just don't want to confuse people.
Okay, now that we've killed those, we can continue on to main engineering.
Mm-hmm. Is there any place we can beam in that squad that we...
Let's just do a quick interaction. There's something behind us. I think.
Yeah, look, call in Lieutenant Bowman's squad.
Oh, there we go.
Don't worry, we'll take care of them. Glory to the real champions of the Empire. Look, they beam
Lol. Yep.
Oh, it's that Ferengi woman.
Bye-bye, Professor friend. I've always wanted to kill him. I never did like him. Let's find anyone else, I think, but that's it.
Okay, heard over the ship's PA system. All hands on the engineering deck. Intruders have reached major engineering. All personnel are ordered to stop them at all costs.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't like it, sir. Other security teams are going to be coming to our section. We should lock down the blast doors to engineering.
Okay, let's do it. Let's lock them down. Do you want to actually have your team? Oh, that's the
We'll have her on this side. Okay, that's ready.
Okay, lockdown. We got to be back enough, so yeah.
Good
I think Rogue did a good place with that, so there's no chance of any of your bridge officers being on the other side.
Yeah, having the interacting back here away from the door, otherwise they would have been trapped on the other side, I assume.
Good work, sir. It looks like you've locked it out with the biofunction lock. Either you or your duplicate would have to come down to the door to have it unlocked, if they are even aboard.
They're bound to try and get in some other way.
You're right. If I was fighting a boarding party, and by the sound of it, that's what my duplicate on the bridge is doing, I would beam security teams into engineering next. I might be able to help anticipate my duplicate's actions. Which one do you want to do? Try and fight them, or...?
How can we fight them?
I've got an idea. If these systems are anything like they're on board our USS Bazag or ship, the transporter targeting scanners are tied into the main sensor array. I think if we can fool the sensor array into thinking that the only viable beaming point is one specific place in engineering, I think we can. Yeah, sorry. I think we can fool the sensor array. Once we do that, we can put up a force field and keep the team pinned down, or extract the control module.
Then we need some pattern enhancers, or can we just stop them from beaming in? Pattern enhancers.
Yep. I think I see some over there in the corner, sir. Oh, that's quite convenient.
Which corner? Oh, that corner.
Over here, yes. Here we go. Here's one here. And another one here. And another one. Oh, it's right around here somewhere. Here we go.
Looks good. Now we can use the terminal to connect the pattern enhancers to the power relays and activate the trap.
Oh, I nearly missed it.
It's got a thingy on it, you know.
You and those thingies. Okay, the trap is set. Now, knowing me, security should be sent in any moment now. Be ready for anything. Oh, look. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. They're trapped.
Taunt them. Oh, that's funny.
So there was an interact to taunt them, was there?
Yeah, and I did a taunt interaction. It says, that doesn't look like they're enjoying that, sir. We should focus on our task.
Okay, where are we going to go now? Get to the console station. Is that on the map? Over here.
Poison gas? I would never do something like this.
Your duplicate is more dangerous than you. You're right. We need to get the module and get out of here. Agreed. Do you want to do this one?
We've got it. Cough, cough. I'll beam the module directly to engineering and start getting the unit installed.
Are we clear?
Any more time in here and this gas could be lethal, sir. And it looks like the ship is powering up. We need to get out of here. Now!
Prepare for beam out.
We have your sir. Transporting you directly to the bridge. Control module will be directed to engineering. Medical teams are en route.
Let's beam out.
That was exciting. I like this mission so far. It's got lots of these interesting touches.
Yeah, the one thing I liked about the map, apart from the invisible wall tricks and stuff, was the scanning beam that was scanning the wall cores that were the warp thing that was on the wall horizontally.
Mm-hmm. I saw in the chat room, Phil Bone said there was nice extra details there in engineering, and I agree.
So we're getting a message from engineering. Engineering here, Captain. We've got the control module and are installing it now. Give us a minute. We're doing in 1 minute what took an hour on Tassie Station. Are you feeling all right, sir? You have a lot of that gas.
I'm fine. Install that module.
Vice Admiral, the Mirror Sentry Station is launching another wave of fighters.
Lock weapons on target.
Apparently there's some battleships on this fighter group.
Yeah, looking on the fighters, and there's an Avenger-class battleship in there.
Escape to the transwarp.
Okay, there's another communication from engineering. Engineering here. We now have the module installed, but it needs to be configured. The computer is asking for access code configuration. It should be the exact same one the ship had been using so far that we originally received from Tassie Station. Please enter the code now. We can't use the module to escape unless it's been properly configured.
Knowledge. So let's do this both at the same time and see how deadly it is.
Yeah, let's see if two ships appear. Epsilon, Ara, Treble. Confirm.
I almost forgot what mine was, and it's
It was
cancer.
Treble, yeah.
Yes, because we had a good laugh about that.
Okay,
Is this
got it,
code
sir.
correct? Confirmed.
Got it, sir. The machinery is up and functioning normally. We just need to get to the transport conduit in one piece.
Helm, lay in a course.
Oh, I can see mirror images ahead. That looks cool. Excuse me, we got a new problem. The mirror ship. It's our ship. It's launched from the Sentry Station and maneuvering to block our path at the transport gate. We're receiving a signal from the enemy ship.
On screen.
Ooh, it's my bridge officer.
So you escaped after all, did you? I don't think your precious soft Starfleet engineering will save you from swift retribution in the name of the Terran Empire.
We'll see about that.
I don't care how much they look.
The same guy.
I know that we're made for better stuff. Hope this isn't too much out of line, but I've had enough of these duplicates of ours. I say we show them what we've got. Lock weapons on target.
Okay, let's lock these weapons on target. Should we like each target our own mirror ship? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Try it. Even though I can't really say which one's mine.
I can
Mirror
see
image.
the outline. Mirror image. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I think I've got mine, but I've got going to do a spread anyway, so. Well, I'm dead. So are you, looks like. Well, oh, not quite.
No, thanks to my full regenerative shield, no. Let's see how they like feed that plus.
Oh, great, I'm getting blocked on them. It's odd because the IIS stuff still has Starfleet Typhoon battleship, but they're not Starfleet ships. They're Mirror Universe ships.
I think the mirror ships have been destroyed.
No, that's what we're fighting with the Terran Empire.
Oh, that's a lie. I was lasting for a while, and now I've blown up.
Okay, well, your ships and I will quickly demolish the remaining battleship. Yeah, so that was 2 groups there. 2 battleship level groups.
One for each of us, I guess.
Hmm. Oh, what the? Damn them. So do you have a gravitic scientist on board?
Yeah, I keep launching gravity wells.
Yeah.
So did you see like another one up here? I haven't tested that dock before.
Yeah, well, I saw the shockwave. It was basically repelled them from their gravity wave for a second when it died. And it looks like we both got harpoons.
Yeah, I've got one on the front and the back.
Same here. Oh, bye-bye again.
I blew up because I healed my Federation frigate instead of me.
There we go. It's dead now. I'll wait for you to catch up before I activate the transwarp gate. And I kind.
You're ready to enter the gate.
Yep.
I really like this warp effect.
Yeah. So, we've successfully escaped the mirror universe. We've sustained minor damage, but I think the new equipment is functioning correctly. Send us back into our own universe and across the galaxy into Borg space. Turbulence intensifying. Stand by for speed increased. Increase.
Okay, engage. So how close are we to the end of the mission now? Is this the end? Or
no, we've still got something else.
Uh-huh.
We're not quite home yet. Which you'll see when we load the map. Which is taking its sweet time.
Here we go, green map with the streaky thingy still. Okay,
I probably should actually put my Aegis engines on. since I've got...
Ah. What engines have you got on now? The Borg ones?
I had the Borg ones, but everything else was Aegis. Anyway. Sir, partial deceleration is complete, but we're still in transwarp. Continue to the designated coordinates, and we should be ready to emerge into normal space.
Okay, acknowledge. Oh, here we go. Communication from engineering. The module is prompting for a command code authorization before deceleration. Can you enter the code, sir?
Stand by for code entry.
Oh, here's the code again. Epsilon.
Let's do it.
I wonder what happens if you enter the wrong code. Something else appears.
Yeah, just a different ship appears. It's,
Okay, code is accepted. We can decelerate from transwarp.
Decelerate from transwarp.
Whoa, green gate.
So, we've successfully exited the transwarp gate. This time we're certainly in the Delta Quadrant. Borg planet detected dead ahead. Didn't Admiral Galash say we'll be light years away from the nearest Borg inhabited system?
Engineering report. Okay, engineering here. Last time the control modules fried. We're on our own out here. We should do what we came and go back to friendly space.
Understood. Tactical?
We've still exited too much too close to the Borg system. And is that a Borg transwarp gate we exited from? I think we should investigate.
Agreed. Prepare a long-range scan.
Okay, it looks like the Borg conduit is precisely configured to pull transwarp contacts to this point, and apparently it's been constructed in the last few weeks.
So, it's a trap!
It's a trap, and that's no moon. Yeah, sorry, I've been playing too much of that. Anyway, if it's a trap, then where's the welcoming committee? Wait, I'm detecting a cluster of Borg signals massing around one unidentified signal. Maybe another victim of the Borg's trap? We should investigate. Okay.
Set a course.
Probably the Victory or something, because that was following us when we originally started the mission.
Maybe, but let's just kill these guys.
Oh no, I see what it is. 2 mirror images.
Oop. I just died. I don't know why I died from just probes, but most of the naughty stuff was there. It was on you. Yes, we are getting covered. Two groups of Borg ships. That's not fun for anyone. So all we now have is a slimy probe. Okay.
You know, I thought we blew up those mirror images, but I guess they survived.
Yes, well, the mirror image is a target's destroyed. But sir, look, it's another ship. How did this happen?
Science report.
It shouldn't be. Checking our sensor logs. Sir, I think we have an explanation. The control module did work, as planned, and we are in the Delta Quadrant, also as planned. But I'm detecting a quantum variance between us and the surrounding matter. I think we've jumped to another parallel universe.
Another one? But we just came from a parallel reality.
This universe is extremely close to our own, sir. The temporal variant... the temporal... Yes, the temporal variance.
Oh yeah, that's... I think it should say temporal, but yeah.
Yes. Is approximately 1/10 of that of the universe we just came from. That ship adrift out there is much closer to the Bazag D we are currently serving aboard. The other us triggered the Borg trap?
It appears so. I'm reading a lot of Borg debris. I think we've put up one hell of a fight, but we eventually were overwhelmed. Should we go over and see if they're friendly? Parallel universe or not, that's still Starfleet.
First things first, what's our status? Engineering here. I'm not detecting any problems with equipment, aside from the anticipated destruction of the control module. It must be an intrinsic problem with the nature of the jump procedure. It's unstable and ends up throwing across quantum realities with each attempt.
Can we return to our own reality?
So if we want to make the attempt, we would need another control module. And the one aboard that mirror, USS Bazag D, has already been fired after the jump, just like ours. Unless
what?
Well, it's just a theory, but even if their equipment was fried like ours, I could hotwire something together that might do the trick in getting us to jump back to our own universe. It's risky, but I don't see any other options, especially in light of the temporal prime direction. Prime directive. Temporal directive. Temporal prime directive. There, I got it. We should get a close-range scan of the alternate Bazag D to be sure.
I think these dialogues are like tongue twisters, aren't they? Okay, scan alternate universe ship.
Oh, there's some Mogball chips over here if you want to attack them. Like a cube.
I'll just read this thing first. Sir, that ship is in bad shape and overrun with a Borg, but I'm detecting functional control module on board. If we're really risking this, we should get in, secure the equipment, and get out as quickly as possible.
So do we want to try this optional combat or not?
Yeah, let's try that. Just there's these two cubes over there, just to see what happens.
Oh, that cube was easy. Well, looks like it's easy.
And plasma torpedo coming my way.
There we go.
There it goes, gone. Thanks to Hulk Pain.
Yeah, also when the ship goes, all torpedoes from it go as well. So. This guy didn't even get it. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah,
still got the Borg neural.
Optional combat thing.
Yeah, do you want to beam down? Beam over?
Let's beam over now. Beam over. Maybe I should bring Takara this time.
Yeah, and I'll bring my healer. My
Ferengi woman. Okay, accept.
She has clothes.
She has clothes. Yeah, there was someone in the chat room saying before about the Ferengi research scientist. She's wearing clothes.
Yeah, so This will be a Borgified version of our own ship.
Ah, no, that's interesting. This mission has lots of unexpected twists and turns.
I really did enjoy it when I played it the first time, although I actually haven't reviewed it. His Borgified mirror ship. I like that name. Oh, I didn't know Life Stoked was going to be soon. I might actually watch
on
it.
the day we're doing this, we got a special live edition of Stoked coming from Cryptic, I think, with Borticus, Jeremy from doing a live stream from there. So let's wrap up this mission and then we can all go have a look at that.
Yes.
This looks much more like our own cargo bay. Some differences with the layout and aesthetic, but it's very similar. I don't see any Borg just yet. Wait! Down the hall, I think I see something.
Everyone stay sharp. Ooh, we got some steam jets here. I hope they won't be dangerous. Uh-oh, look at this Borg stuff. Alcoves. Something or other, I don't know what it is. My quarters. It looks like the same place as the last mirror universe. So it looks like something's going on there. I think someone's still alive. Is the mirror you in there?
The mirror unit. I don't think so, but it looks like someone else is. See now, because I brought a different bridge officer, now it's like yeah, that doesn't make sense. But I guess it does say that this is like a single player, more oriented mission than a group mission, because then it would make sense.
Okay. Oh, we're getting a Borg mission telling us to Borgified person telling us to stay back. You're far ahead. Yes. Why are you that far ahead of me? Oh, I thought you were from a... Never mind. Sir, it's Ensign Owen, a junior officer I was supposed to meet with today after my shift. I asked him to wait by my quarters. Must have been the same situation in this universe, sir. Owen, we're going to get you. No, yeah! Get off the ship, sir. Stay back!
What's wrong with the ensign?
He looks partially assimilated. He must have been subjected to Borg nanoprobes. Sir, that group is going to last much longer in there.
Let's get in there.
No, sir, no.
Ensign, no! And there's an explosion. Oh, can we get in there? No, we can't get in there. And there's a Borg saying, "Help me, please! They're still alive." Recently assimilated, sir, but maybe there's a way we can help them. Let's take a look. And I apparently have to take a look by myself because we've got a temporary interruption to Bazag, who's probably checking out live Stoked right now. And I can't get in that room. Maybe there's another way around. Oh, there you go. Assist crewman. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm doing something to this wall thing. Sir, help! Her eyes suddenly focus on you. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Your resistance is futile. Everyone, ready weapons. I don't know. Should I wait for Bazag to come back first before I unleash these Borg?
It may take a while because I've got to catch up with you. First I've got to invite me back to the team.
Oh yeah. I've got to quickly do that before something happens. Invite the team.
Accept. And I've just got to go through all the different maps now to catch up with you.
No, I thought they fixed that because I remember playing, what was it, last week or something, and then I got disconnected and I reappeared back on the exact same map with skipping all the other ones.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to, I don't know, I'd hope to be on the same map as you, but I got kicked out for some reason.
So where are
It's
you
still
now?
loading. It's still loading on my end.
Okay.
Yeah,
See if
Tassie system base. Yeah, so I'm going to go
okay.
through
So
maps.
you just have to go back. Maybe I should try to fight these Borg on my own, although I've only got one bridge officer with me.
You should be able to call reinforcements
But
when
if I
I
do,
come
would that
down.
like stop you from coming back in, or I don't know.
No, I'll just take over from their places when you.
When we meet up in the next place. Okay,
Yeah.
everyone ready weapons. Reinforcements coming in. I've got security teams beaming in. Let's go. I'm lucky I had that frequency modulator on. I didn't even realise.
Yes, I'm just now at the first transwarp gate, so this is going to be a while.
Okay, so all these assimilated ensigns are dead. My team prevailed.
Boo! You didn't die.
Okay, I've got a dialogue here. They're assimilating the ship's crew, probably accelerating the process, since we destroyed the local Borg ships. These 2 crewmen look recently infected. They don't appear to be disintegrating like the other Borg drones either. Why are they not disintegrating? I would guess that's because they're recently assimilated. They're not fully equipped with the internal structure of a fully formed drone yet. But make no mistake, sir, these people are definitely dead now. Let's move on. Okay, so they're apparently definitely dead, but still squirming around.
Well, the Borg nanoprobes are in there stimulating their brains, so of course they're still moving around.
Yep. Like all these Borg details on the ship. It's really funny seeing this map like twice in the same mission but different. I think it's really cool.
I think it helps with the whole, same ship but different universe thing.
You know, comparing it to Rogue Enterprise's other mission where you're stuck in a time loop and then that's using the same map as well. It seems to be quite a theme about reusing maps in these missions. I don't know if that's intentional or not. But they seem to work well each time with the... because every time you go to a different map and it's the same map and there's slight differences to it. I'm wondering if I should wait for you to come in here or...
Yeah, I'm only a couple of maps short now, so we'll see. If you want to wait.
Yep, I'm waiting by the blast doors to engineering.
Well, what can we do while you wait?
I'm just having a look around the ship actually. There's a Borg alcoves here. There's a funny probe thing that you see in The Cure.
Okay, so next map transfer will be catching up with you.
I see, it says map moving and you're here.
Have your security teams vanished?
One of them vanished and now it's been replaced by you. The other ones are still there, so I guess we have to rely on these red shirts instead of your neural and other guy. It's like I got a medkit as well. I can heal people.
I suppose we've already seen all that. Why are they not disintegrating? We've read that. I've got a lot of ops to catch up on. I'll just go and get them out of the system. There we go, done.
Okay, let's get to engineering.
I like how the echo... Oh, don't you lock down on us.
It looks like the engineering is in full lockdown. This can only happen when ordered by a command officer, like we did on the Mirror last ship, or initiated by a current engineering duty officer. Sir, we need to get inside. Maybe we can hotwire the door controls from here.
Let's have a look.
It's no good. The controls are frozen and won't respond to commands. It's asking for authorization to unlock the door from an officer who ordered the lockdown.
Who would that be?
Yeah, let's do that one. It looks like Ensign R. I don't recall a crew member by that name. He must be assigned to the ship on this universe.
Where is this ensign now?
According to this, his last post was on this deck. It doesn't look like there are any survivors left. We might be out of luck.
Maybe not. Follow me.
Okay, you must know something that I don't.
Yes. I always know something that you don't.
Okay.
Sorry, bad joke.
Vice Admiral, you can't be serious. This person is half Borg and all dead. How can we expect anything out of them?
Each Borg has a distinct internal transceiver.
You're proposing that we extract the transceiver and use Ensign R's persona contained within to fool the blast doors into opening for us, I assume. Sir, to get that to work, we would require taking apart the person in front of us and extracting the transceiver by hand. It won't be easy.
We don't have any alternatives.
I agree. You're right, sir. Be careful. Not all of the Borg technology on the Ensign has been deactivated, even with him effectively deceased.
Understood. We're going to begin surgery.
Was that
I'm
evil
evil.
laugh again? Sir, you need to get a transceiver in the drone's chest by disconnecting and removing specific parts of the Borg technology in the correct order. If you don't do it in the correct order, you'll trigger a spontaneous regeneration and may have to start over. Alternatively, you could wrest it out by brute force, but that could trigger a negative reaction by other Borg on the ship. Sir, are you sure you want to do this? Myself or another medical doctor should be more appropriate.
I should do it. I'm his captain.
Sir, I remind you that we don't have an Ensign R on our own ship. We don't even know if there is a comparable person in our universe.
You thought of me as his captain? This task is mine.
Okay, so do you want to read this? It's your
Okay.
surgery.
The body lays still. Your science officer hands you a laser scalpel that you can use to disconnect portions of Borg hardware. The transceiver lays somewhere in the abdominal cavity. What should you do first? I reckon we should separate abdominal armor plating.
Okay.
The armor plating separates easily, giving you access to the inner structure of the drone. Circular system and even the spinal interlink node are clearly visible thanks to the reorganized physiology. What should be disconnected next? I think the freezer circulatory response pump.
Okay. Freeze that.
As the pump is frozen, the body begins to go through a series of convulsions as the nervous system reacts to the lack of circulation. Before you can react, the body relaxes and ends in worrying. Oh, I have to start over. Another course is recommended. Okay, so we'll separate the abdominal armor plating, sever the spinal interlink, and then hang on. The body doesn't seem to react as you sever the interlink from the interior of the body. The transceiver is nearly totally visible now, but is still wired into the internal circulatory structure. What should be disconnected next? The only option, the circulatory response pump.
This is exciting. It's kind of like, it reminds me of First Contact when Captain Picard shoots the ensign and then has to rip out the transceiver from him on the holodeck.
With the
Okay.
pump disconnected, the transceiver nearly comes loose on its own. It's easily picked up and fitted to your tricorder.
Okay, I've got it. Let's go. Whoa.
Well, you will be assimilated. Not likely, buddo. Input biometric data.
So it's Ensign On. He's been totally assimilated. On, can you hear us?
Stand down, Ensign.
You resist. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
I don't want to fight, but will if we must. I guess we have no choice. I'll beam in additional security teams, buff myself up to everything, and then, kaha,
Yeah, they're dead.
dead. That was easy when you attack. Control module is over here. It's really nice with those new interact stuff because it makes it stand out.
You can see where they are. There's no telling when the Borg will send in more drones. We need to get the control module now, and there's Borg drones here now, behind me.
Yes. Well, emergency transport now.
Yep, transporting. I guess we'll just leave your red shirts there to die.
Yeah, well, I don't care about them. As I said, I'm evil.
We may have picked up the wrong Bazag from the last Mirror Universe.
No. Oh, sorry. I'm good boy. I do Starfleet things, recover my bridge officers when they fall. Yes, that's what I do.
Okay, so here we are outside again. Communication from engineering. Sir, I'm in the middle of installing the components here. I need a few minutes to get everything cross-circulated and initialized. I think we've got everything we need from the mirror ship. We should input the command codes now. That portion of the command module is functioning. Okay, input the codes. So here's the codes again.
Yep, so are we going to do both again or just one?
Yeah, let's just do one this time.
Okay, I'll do mine because, yep.
Because it's an escort.
Epsilon Cancer Tribble. Confirm. Got it, sir. I'll start on the repairs right away. We need to defend against any Borg contacts near the transwarp gate until repairs can be effected to our equipment. Engineering out. Any sensor readings? Sir, I'm showing power functions in the mirror bat ship. Distinct Borg signature is now detected. I think the ship is now under total Borg control. Yes, so he hasn't reskinned the other ships of the But I can't fire at anything. What is this? Crazy. No. Right, now I can.
I've been tracker beamed, but I've got a thingy.
Yep.
Photon burst. Heavy plasma torpedo.
Now I just got to try and get away.
Activate my armor. That might help.
Whoops, I died. Damn Borg ship exploding on me. I should be able to handle the mirror image on your own. Oh, there we go. So that's get a close look and I actually see it's a Defiant, which is cool.
Yeah, and I've got a torpedo chasing me. Yeah. There you go, your mirror ship has been destroyed.
Oh.
And fair lie by the explosion. I guess I should have my shields on.
You think?
Respawn. I think I've lost count of how many times I've died in this mission. That doesn't mean it's too difficult though. It seems to be scaling properly, but we've got two different groups of people here.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's... Quintron asks how much of the mission is left. This is pretty much it. We're almost done.
Cool, let's get back to our own universe. Engineering to bridge, I just need another minute, keep the ship together, and we make finishing touches, and another group appears.
Oh, don't you do that on me, Borg. There we go. More Borg, damn you.
Okay, that looks like it.
Sir, we can't hold them off forever. I'm detecting multiple additional Borg signatures inbound on our position.
Engineering status report. Okay, I've got it, sir. We're good to go. Recommend we set a course for the transport gate's entry point.
Set in a course.
Sir, we've entered the transport gate, but I'm reading several pursuing Borg ships. They're out of sensor range for now, but there's no way we can handle them on our own. We've got to head back to our own universe again and hope we lose them on the way. Assuming engineering's calculations are accurate this time.
I hope so. Don't worry, they're accurate this time, sir. Course plotted. Back to our own universe's Alpha Quadrant.
Set a course. Okay, full acceleration. Oh, Borg ships. Engage, accept before I blow up, hopefully.
That's one way to get rid of the Borg. Leave them behind. Here we go. Sorry. So we're nearing the Alpha Quadrant coordinates and what appears to be the transport gate where we originally left the USS Victory. Still reading enemy contacts behind us, sir, though they are out of center range at the moment. We need to reach the deceleration coordinates.
Acknowledged. Just a moment, sir. Scanning. Stand by.
Well, are we where we're supposed to be?
Confirmed. Quantum signatures match our own. We're back in our own universe. Finally, it appears that the USS ship Victory is still here, along with some elements of Battle Group Omega from the Delta Quadrant. The Victory is requesting communication, sir. We need to let them know how many enemy ships might be behind us.
Close to comm range to the Victory. Set a course.
No, this is going to be an epic battle moment.
Do you want to do the first one?
Yep, Vice Admiral, how did you get back through the transport gate so quickly? Was the experiment a success?
Not exactly. I'll fill you in with my report. So sorry to interrupt, but I'm detecting severe quantum disruption coming from the transwarp gate. It's activating. I'm detecting Borg signatures. Admiral, get the fleet ready.
Borg? Impossible. Battle Group Omega already retook the far side of the transport gate. We would have heard something from our early warning system.
No time to explain. Get in position.
I see what you mean, Vice Admiral. Vice Admiral Galash to all ships. Prepare for incoming enemy contacts.
Go to red alert. Oh my. This is a... And I just died. Oh?
Yeah, there you go. The sphere I was fighting blew up. No.
Now this is a bit of a big fight. So at least all the cubes are gone. And we're done.
Dead. The quantum disruption seems to have closed in on itself after the Borg pushed through. We're safe, for the time being.
Well, I haven't gone out of red alert yet, so I can't say anything. I'll stand down from red alert.
That's what it says. That's what it says. Nice work, Vice Admiral. All targets destroyed. What is it? You look like you're expecting to see a ghost next. Scared of some dead Borg in your own shadow, are you?
Something like that, Admiral.
Maybe you should give me the quick version. What happened with the experiment? Did it work?
It doesn't work. Not as planned, anyway.
What did you find when you went to the other side? More Borg? Something else native to Borg space that we haven't encountered yet? I'd like to know, Vice Admiral.
Nothing but a cracked mirror. Our own worst enemy.
Oh, there's the name of the title, and there's that's it.
Yeah.
That was cool. So what did you think about it?
I really enjoyed the mission. I always like playing on the differences of how things might change depending on the universe, and you're the one that actually is able to get through it and solve it.
Yeah, I agree. I really enjoy that mission. It seemed to be follow the kind of rules of doing like a good Star Trek episode with all the kind of things thrown in there, like the references to mirror universe kind of thing, and the Borg, and even that bit that reminded me of First Contact.
I like the cracked mirror comment, because that's always how the mirror universe is thought of, because it's like a reflection, a sort of inverse.
Yeah, mirror universe is always a kind of interesting theme for a a Foundry mission. And Philburn says, this is a long mission. Yeah, it just took about 2 hours, which isn't that long considering we read out all the dialogue and had to disconnect in between and played a bite-sized UGC episode. So I think it's a kind of standard length for a Foundry mission, actually. Unless you're talking about like Negus dailies, which are like 5 minutes long and they're supposed to be.
Anyway, well, I think that's it for this week. Stay tuned for our next week's broadcast. I have no idea
if there is one next week. That's Christmas next week.
I suppose. Oh, it is. Yes.
So should we take a week off?
Yeah, we could take a week off. Do you want to come? Let's have a look at the calendar here. We could come back on the 7th of January or the New Year, or the 6th of January, because I've got to think of American time because.
Yeah. But I think that's a good time.
Or we could do Friday, or we could do the 30th, which is the New Year's Eve.
I think it might be a good idea to wait until the new year and we're all fresh.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then, the new episode of Reunion might be out by then, and we can do an episode related to that. So.
Yes, Chronoton has made a few suggestions. Hidden intelligence or mysteries of Foundry, if we take requests. And I don't know what those missions have in common, actually.
Yeah, I can't recall the author of those missions.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with the same guy that did Enemies of the Empire, but I can't remember who did that either. Oh well, we'll think about it. We'll think about it, and we'll see you in the new year, I guess. Hopefully, episode 13 will be up quite shortly.
Hopefully episode 13. This is episode 14, by the way, and we were planning to have episode 13 up on YouTube, but we've been having problems getting it uploaded. So hopefully you'll be able to catch that and this episode very soon, and you can keep up to date with whatever we decide by following us on Twitter at BroadcastUGC.
That's it for this week.
Yeah, that's it for this week. That was Broadcast UGC.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.